Ernest Burch died of a timber rattlesnake bite at his home in Everett Springs, Georgia on July 2, 2013. His was one of just 2 deaths by snakebite in the United States that year. A Wikipedia account of the event says Burch found the snake in his garage in Armurchie, Georgia. Not wanting to kill it, he tried moving it out with a broom, but lost his balance, fell on top of the snake, and was bitten on his left arm. He was rushed to the hospital and received 8 vials of antivenom, but died just 30 hours later. Most everyone in the rural communities north of Rome in northwest Georgia remember this event. Burch was the patriarch of a large and well-regarded family. I never met him, so far as I know, but I knew several of his children. My recollection of his death, as I heard it through the years, was that he kept the snake in his basement, found it loose, and fell on it while trying to recapture it. Then last week I heard something new regarding his demise. A friend told me that the headstone at his grave says, "Oops." That struck me as unlikely, for the family is sober-minded and, so far as I know, not necessarily given to pranks or levity in the face of tragedy. I wanted to look into it as soon as possible, so on June 18th I drove about 7 miles north to Mount Tabor United Methodist Church in Everett Springs. Then I began walking through the well-kept and attractive graveyard, which stands on a small rise with a good view of Cowbeck Mountain across the valley. I found several graves of youngsters and an unusual number of headstones that include the dates of marriage of husbands and wives. I found graves of people I have written about, like Clovis Vittrell Terman, who served in the U.S. Army in World War I, and I found the graves of some I have known, like Ted and Thelma Barton. The gravesite of Ernest and Pat Burch is in the middle of the cemetery. Mrs. Burch died just 5 months after Mr. Burch. Behind her name, on the back of her gravestone, are music notes suggesting that music was important to her. Behind his name on the back of the gravestone is this: "So the Burch family indeed had a penchant for humor. Good for them." Thank you for watching this Georgia Backroads program.